And just like that, bam, most of the people have come in. Mickey Joe's picked up a nice big long train. Look, they're going. Oh, we are here at the Miamisburg Moose for the 139th annual reunion of the Miamisburg High School Alumni Association. This is Saturday, June 20th. We're here beforehand. Some people will start coming in, but not yet. Not for about another 20 minutes, just people that's part of the board and committee are coming in now, and they're caterers. So we'll give a little pre-look. We're trying to make use with the room we have because they took a large section away for our storage room. So yeah, we work with what we got. And here they are. The tables have been set up. They put the different years, and then people can come in and sit where they like. 73, 66, so make it where people can see. 72, 74, 75, class of 26, 46, 45, yeah, 59, 65, 64. Yeah, several, yeah, representing a lot of the different years. The honored classes are the class of 26. You know, it's also the class of 2001 and a class of 1976. And just like that, bam, most of the people have come in. They got about another 5 to 10 minutes before they start calling everybody to sit down and we get ready to eat. But here we go, as you can see. It's quite a few. Let's go ahead and walk around some of the tables. They put the tables, and normally it's people there, maybe their spouses or friends are with them that's not from the year. And we got Winnie over there. Oh, there we go. All right. Everybody's catching up, getting to know friends. That's what this whole thing's about. So, walking around. Oh, look, old Mr. Bill right here. How you doing, brother? There we go. They're getting ready. I'm just videotaping right now, but hello. The camera's down, I'm just doing a video. I mean, it's good to see a couple fine girls and a bunny there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I know you all do. Hey, you know you're one of my favorite classes, right? You know that, besides mine. And here we can see they're working. Hello. Just getting a preview of people. We were waiting on the yummy food. It's not too long now. Lots of 76 are represented, the 50-year class. There's 6 full tables. That's awesome. Oh, we got our football players over here that are ready. They will help with the food and stuff for people. We got some back classes there. This is where everybody was checked in when we first come in. Let's go like this one. And like I said, you can see around the tables, everybody's in groups together. There's a lot of 76 represented at 6. That's 7 tables minimum. That's awesome. That's an awesome show. Class of 01, they got good representation. as you can see, are class 73. We got different. Part 1. Northfield.
She's large and in charge.
So we're walking around trying to get to people. It's difficult. And this one waved at me, so she gets a special cameo for there. Well, they've asked everyone to get a seat so that they can get ready to start the program here at 6. Most of the people are moving. There's still many that's up, but they might not have heard her because it wasn't very loud. Then we get a seat and then we'll get started. Normally they talk for a little bit and then they wait for the caterers to dismiss each table on to go up to eat. Then we eat, and then after that we have the program and then the dance.
You're all right.
Welcome to Miamisburg High School Alumni. We're very proud organization as well. We should be.
I don't know. You're like a mom.
We have a question regarding meeting at Swingsville. Said that they were the oldest alumni. So I thought, I'm going to check this out. So I did, as I have a friend on the board for the Alumni Association there. And we did find out they are older than us. But we are the oldest continually running alumni association in the United States. They missed the meeting. COVID, we never missed a meeting. So as long as we say continuously running, we can hold that title. And start this meeting off, I'd like at the count of 3, I'd like to hear a big go Vikes. How about that? 1, 2, 3. Great, you still got it in you. Now I'm going to introduce the honor classes. Our 50-year class, the class of 1976, please stand. Now we're introducing the 25-year class, the class of 2001. Please stand. And now our newest members, the class of 2026. Please stand. And I'd like to introduce their principal, Mr. Michael Black. Will you please stand? Linda Bernard will now lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dale Carpenter will now have the invocation for us.
Thank you, everyone. I'm Dale Carpenter. Some of you may recognize me as the face of Freedom Foods. If you guys remember that little supermarket, Miamisburg Shopping Plaza, that was our family business. And I gotta tell you, if there's a better looking city in Miamisburg, Ohio, I don't know where it is. It's a good looking group. What a great tournament. This year marks our country's 250th celebration. It's our semi-quicentennial. Took me a long time to practice that to say it right. But as we're gathered here tonight at this great Moose Lodge, I'd just like to take a moment to thank each and every person who has worked and organized to make this event happen. Very special. It takes a team of people. It takes a team of people who give of themselves, their time, and their effort so we can enjoy this night of celebration. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we come together today with full hearts, and we give thanks for the gift of today and for the journey that has brought us all back together. Thank you. Those years growing up that we spent in our hometown of Miamisburg, Ohio. Thank you for the friendships we've made during our school years that have stood the test of time. Tonight we want to celebrate those friendships and that which unites us, being a student in the Miamisburg City Schools. Thank you for all the wonderful times we experienced together, the memories that will always last. And thank you for all of our teachers who poured so much into our young lives. They will always live in our hearts. We remember those who have passed on and their families with their memories dear to our hearts. Fill our hearts tonight, Lord, with peace and joy as we celebrate one another. Now bless the food that we're about to share and bless those that prepared it. Thank you for memories past and for the new memories that we will make tonight. In your name I pray. Amen.
Okay, friends. All right, we're just going to do a quick stand-up of our friends that have been in the military. Do we have any past military folks? Any present military folks? I'd like to take a quick minute just to say thank you. I am a military mom. I have a son-in-law that just landed in Qatar. So, pull together. But thank you. So if there's anybody that has been in the military, please stand so we can recognize. Look at him, point his finger. We'd like to thank you for your commitment to our nation and for being a light of resilience and pride to our families. So now it's time for dinner, right? Are we hungry?
Yes.
Okay, so our friends from McCoy's are going to release the tables, right? Okay. And my football friends back there? All right, they're going to come help. Anybody that needs some help? There's all kinds of them. Look how cute they look in their little jerseys. I don't think some of them are going to walk later, but here they go. All right. We'll let the boys release the tables. There are two sides, so they will tell you which table you're going to.
Football players, you got to split between two sides.
Half of you over here, and half of you over here.
Yeah, they're very handsome.
I know.
Luckily, y'all don't vlog it if you're waiting to everybody. This time being introduced, that would be great. Okay. The Alumni Association of Officers, starting with the executive officers, Sherry Cummins Barrett, 1963, is the president. I am your vice president. Sandy Winkler Possel, class of 1973, is your second vice president. Kathy Cheatham Dunkel, your recording secretary from the class of 1970. Linda Smith Bernard, 1970, she is your treasurer. And now I'm going to introduce the executive board, the committee. Donald Boyer, 1947. Joan Bennett Boyer, 1949. not here tonight, but that's 1955. Barb Lucas Nittman, 1955. Bill Phillips, 1965. Patty Lovin Waddell, 1973. Cheryl Collins Page, 1981. Pam Fee Lindsay, 1973. Linda Hill Greer, 1974. Bev Good Hieronymus, 1971. Lee Hieronymus, 1965. Samantha Mittman Palmer, 1983. Diane Mittman Schwartzman, 1979. She's the one that's taking your tickets for the baskets, so we will be drawing tonight around 9 o'clock. So if you haven't got your tickets in, there's some great prizes. You really need to get over there and check it out. Karen Schultz Schnapp, 1964. Jay Robinson, 1982. He's your photographer. And he not only does it really good job, but you see him all over town. He does a lot of events, and he does it very, very well. Niraj Antoni, 2009. Mark Becker, 1970. And our DJ tonight is Kevin Fodor. You might know him on the radio as Rowdy J. You might know him as Jason Michaels, as WHIO, AM in Uptown. He also is on 99.1. So he will be playing our music tonight. If you have any requests, we have a request box over here. We want to play whatever you want to hear. And he's got the library to do it. So let's have some fun tonight and everybody listen to what they want to listen to. Okay, and then of course, we couldn't do any of this without our executive secretary. She's the backbone of this whole thing. She does so much. We're so appreciative of her. Angie, 1993. And the last few people that I would like to introduce, we have the reps every year from the 25th, the 50th, and also from the new class. We try to get them to give us a little bit of history about their class and maybe what's going to happen with their celebrations. And so they're very kind and gracious to come to our volunteer meetings, and we usually start having those every month. After Christmas, we usually have one or two before because we are now participating in the homecoming game and the homecoming parade. So I do want to give a shout out to our 50-year reps. This year, Mary Lou Faulkner, she was, and Denise Holtzman, and Connie Schneider Ellis, and Mary Lou Graham now, but she was a Faulkner in school. Thank you, ladies. You're absolutely wonderful. We appreciate all your help and outstanding job, not only for your class, but all the help you gave us. We thank you, and we hope you're going to come back. Stacy Snedden Ristano, she's with the 2001 class. She was a 25-year rep. So thank you, Stacy. We appreciate you coming as well. That's your committee, and they work hard, and we do year-round to try to keep this organization going. It's a challenge because, you know, we have a lot of young people that aren't even familiar about what goes on, but because we do hold the title of being the oldest active alumni in the United States, that is really something, and we don't want to lose that. So I hope that we can encourage everybody to keep coming out. And on that note, I'm going to introduce our president, Sherry Barrett's going to come up, and she's going to kick off the program.
Again, I have the honor of announcing the 2026 class as our newest members to the alumni. I heard such great things about this class.
Put your face on your mic.
I just heard such great news about this class when I spoke with the principal and the ladies in the office. They told me this was a terrific group of kids, and I loved meeting them. So I had a meeting with the student council and the class officers, and they sure were the greatest group of kids I think I've ever encountered. They were interested in listening about the alumni. They asked questions, and they've showed up. So we're so proud to have you here. And with that, I'm going to bring up Andrew Prince, who is the president of the class. I kidded him when I first met him. I said, so you were a prince, then you were a king, and now you're a prince again? Because he's also the homecoming king, besides class officer. But he said he's a prince again, but I think of him as a king. Welcome, Andrew.
Let me see if I can talk in this mic right over here.
Just lean into it.
Okay, lean into it. So good evening, everyone, and huge congratulations to everyone here, whether you're a newly graduated alum of Miamisburg High School or celebrating your 25th or 50th year reunions. We have a lot to celebrate and to be excited about tonight. My name is Andrew Prince, and I was, and still am, honored to be the student body president for Miamisburg's class of 2026. Now, I won't take up too much of your time this evening, but I'm here to summarize and give credit where credit is due for the most recent graduating class. Now, as per the very in-depth statistical report that was so graciously sent to me via Mr. Black, the class of 2026 had a total of 387 students that met all local and state requirements necessary for graduation. Of those 387 outstanding students, 100 students earned an honors diploma, and 21 students received the highest honor of the Latin honor system, summa cum laude, earning a cumulative weighted GPA of 4.2 or higher. We had 9 students graduate with their capstone diploma, having scored 3 or higher on the AP Seminar and AP Research courses, as well as 4 other AP exams. And 2 students received their associate's degrees, one of them being here tonight, Alan Rizzo. We also had 9 students diligently enlist into the United States military, and Mr. Black, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're in every single branch of the military, correct? Right. Yeah. Yes. Lastly, and this is kind of one of my favorite facts that was shared to me, over 20 plus student organizations and clubs were either started by a class of 2026 member or were led by a class of 2026 member this past year. And these statistics kind of wrap up what I'm going to say about the class. And it's just that this class has really created a community at the high school, centered around such values as teamwork, ambition, loyalty, innovation, and resilience. I'm incredibly proud of all that this class has already accomplished, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for the 2026 year. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Is that better? Much better. I could probably do this without the mic, but it's all right. We're going to do a little roll call. And listen, the class is 76. You blew my numbers up because, yeah, you did. Some of you just showed up because you couldn't. I like it. I like it. All right. Now listen, if I don't call your year, you're just going to have to let me know, okay? I tried to be diligent, but I think our first graduate was 1944, if I'm right, with Mrs. Masters that was here earlier. Am I correct, friends? Okay. And our Schultz family, he couldn't make it tonight, but he was on my list for the class of 1945. About him. So then we have the class of 1946, Mr. Lynn. I should have somebody from the class in 1947. Mr. Boyer. Then I missed a year and we go to 1949, his lovely wife. They're just cute. All right, then I skip a couple years, 1953. I should have a couple of you. Where are you?
Bathroom.
That's the man, the myth, the legend. If you guys didn't know Mr. Phillips there.
We used to go out back.
So we supposed to have some from 53. All right, 1954. Do we have someone? Yeah. 1955. Back there. Now I don't have anybody from 56 or 57, right? Woo! My numbers are right. 1958. Corner.
Oh yeah.
Vicky Joe back
Vicky.
there. 1959. Okay. 1960. Have someone back there. 1961. 1962. Back there. Class of 1963. 1964. 1965. 1966. 1967. 1968. 1969. 1970.
Carol.
1971.
Yeah.
1972. But come on, I had something down. 1973. 1974. 1975. Okay, 1976. Get into it. Whew. 1977.
Oh.
78. 79. 1979. 1980. We're on FaceTime?
He'll be all night, brother.
Oh, were we on FaceTime? No, just a picture. Okay, all right. I was gonna say we're on FaceTime. Let's everybody say hi. Okay, 1981. 82. 84. I didn't have anybody from 83 in my book, so 85. Anybody from 1985? Okay. 1986.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, then I jumped to 1989. 1991. 1992. I like that flag wave, that was nice. 93, yours truly. 95. 96. Okay, jump down to 2001. Somebody from 2003? I think you came with the 2001. 2004? Okay, now you guys, I jumped for a little bit. Then I go to 2009. And then, friends, I take a great big leap to 2026. Did I miss anybody?
No, you didn't.
Listen, I tried. I poured over this for hours and hours, counting you all. Thank you. I do think this is Alright, so next we have the tri-quad generations, right? Am I right? So we have a few families that have been going to school here in Miamisburg forever and ever. And ever. And some longer than that. I think since the town was founded. So we have the Mittman family. You guys want to give us a little wave or stand up? They have 7 generations that have been going to school. Yes. The first one graduated in 1889. Yes. Okay. Then we have the Masters family. Are you guys tri or quad generation? Which one are you? Tri or quad? Quad. 4 generations of Masters family. Okay. Another family, we have the Schultz family. We have a quad generation with all of them. And listen, just call one of them Paul if you're not sure. Just go with Paul. Because you got a 50-50 chance. I was right 7. Right. You would have been saluted. I'm like, Paul A, Paul T, Paul S, Paul what? So yes. All right, then we have the Barrett family. You guys are tri-generation, right? Quad.
There we go.
Grandma, right, your mom. And what year was that?
1935.
Okay. Your mom started in 1935. So, yep, they're quad. And Linda, your family? 4. Quad generation as well. 47. So, there you go. Mr. Blackout should make it great. Because they know everybody. Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. Yeah, so we just have to figure out who. All right. So, next, we are going to have our speaker come up from our honor class, from the 50-year class. We should be introducing, Barb Settle's huge, right? She is going to come up.
Remember, Barb, lean into the microphone.
Touch your lips.
This is impressive. Hello, everyone. So I wasn't going to...
Closer.
Like kiss it?
Kids it, yeah.
Talk to the back of the room.
So I wasn't going to say this, but it's always a good joke. It's always a good joke because my last name is actually Hughie, but my husband is 6'5", so he thinks it's pretty funny. So I'm really grateful to be here tonight, and I'm honored to be representing our very quiet class over there in the corner. And I want to talk about 50 years of change and connection. Oh, and I also have to start with thanking our very long-standing committee members. Our class has been strengthened by their dedication and time over many, many decades. So last night we had this really great celebration at Canopy Creek Farms, and there was so much nostalgia in our conversations, of course. Especially seeing people we haven't seen in 50 years. You know, there's a lot to catch up on. We have had varied connections, of course, and there have been monumental changes in our world, which really does make us a unique class. I'm sure everyone says that up here, right? We are kind of special, though. So, none of us can figure out how 50 years has gone by so quickly. I'm sure that's often said as well. But we have witnessed 8 decades and also the change of a century. Remember all the hype about Y2K? We really were a special group of young people. We were naive and we were full of energy. Definitely enjoying the extra attention because of the United States bicentennial. Our senior yearbook had a very fitting theme, so I brought it up here to just, if you want to look at it later. We relive the past, we live in the present, and we live for the future. And we really embraced the whole bicentennial hoopla. You know, it was a great thing to take advantage of. We celebrated 200 years of United States history in our unique 70s way. Lots of red, white, and blue, along with our hip-hugging bell-bottoms. Our connections then were mostly due to our geography and growing up here in Miamisburg, which in 1976, the population was 15,000. Throughout our lives, each of us in our class, actually all of us here tonight, are shaped by current events. For example, we can't forget the shocking, emotional assassinations in the 60s. On the flip side, how about the excitement of getting color TV in our homes? Even though we only had 3 TV stations in the Dayton area in the mid-60s. And of course, the famous words of fellow Buckeye Neil Armstrong as he set foot on the moon. I think we can all, maybe not all of us, those of us that were alive in 1969 can remember that moment vividly. Remember when we would wait days for a handwritten letter to arrive in the mailbox? Now, we're frustrated if a text doesn't go through in 5 seconds. These experiences, both wonderful and challenging, have made us who we are right now. When we met, class of 76, and how we connected in those years was so important, especially in our teenage insecurities. Here's a few items of nostalgia I wanted to bring up. The whole family shared one phone number, and we probably knew someone who had a party line. Ask someone older if you don't know what that is. And we often had long conversations with friends, stretching the cord into another room for privacy. Our music in the 70s changed the world. Do you remember Smoke on the Water at our 9th grade dances? It was on vinyl, of course. Maybe Aerosmith or the Eagles. The list goes on and on. How about our clothes? Hot pants. Again, ask somebody older if you don't know what it is. Platform shoes, and the transition from the hippie look to disco, thanks to John Travolta. A very big impact on our whole community was moving into the new high school on Belleville Road our sophomore year. That was such a big deal. And there were some people really worried about us going into that spaceship. It caused quite a stir in Miamisburg, and the open space classrooms took some getting used to for all of us, for sure. And just to clear up any rumors, it is true that a motorcycle was ridden through the comics by one of our classmates.
No, that was Gail. No,
I guess it happened more than once. Okay. Back in April of 1976, this affected all of us, every one of us. A little company started in a garage in California. We had no idea how impactful Apple computers and that industry would become. And now we all carry a handheld computer and camera. Talk about change. I would like to think that 50 years later, our class in particular has done more learning from the past than just reliving it. I'm so grateful for the connection that has continued to grow with various classmates well beyond high school years, partly because of Facebook. We didn't stay stuck in our groups of high school as we continue to learn from each other over the years. We do feel the effects of aging, of course, and at the same time we realize the privilege we have of being here tonight to create more memories. So let's soak up our time together in memory of those classmates who are no longer with us. We are blessed with our connections as the legendary bicentennial Miamisburg High School class of 1976. Now we would like to welcome the honor class of 2001, Stacy Snedden-Ristano. Is I saying that right? Ristano. Isn't she cute?
Hi everyone. It's hard to believe that 25 years have passed since my class graduated in 2001. In some ways it doesn't seem that long ago. But then I fill up my gas tank and remember it was only about $1.46 a gallon when we graduated. At this point, that sounds more or less like a fact and more like something your grandparents tell you and you don't believe. When we graduated, about half of us were just starting to get the internet at home. None of us were scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok because they didn't exist yet. Back then, if you wanted to know what your friends were doing, you actually had to call them. And if their parents answered, you had to have a brief, awkward conversation first. When we left high school, MapQuest was just cutting-edge technology. If you got lost, there was no voice in your car calmly telling you to make a U-turn. You either figured it out yourself or you pulled into a gas station and asked for directions. Somehow we survived. Over the past 25 years, life has taken each of us in different directions. We've built careers, started families, faced challenges we never expected, and celebrated moments we'll never forget. Some of us stayed close, others went far, but tonight we found our way back here. If we're being honest, some of us spent last month wondering if everyone would look the same. Good news is, after a few minutes, you start recognizing people. What's funny is that when we were seniors, many of us thought we had life pretty well figured out. Then adulthood arrived and reminded us that nobody really knows what they're doing all the time. We learned that success doesn't always look the way we imagined it would. and that some of life's most important moments never make it into a yearbook. We also learned how quickly time moves. The things that felt so important in high school, the trends, the drama, who was dating whom, who sat at which lunch table, have mostly faded away. What remains are the friendships, the memories, and the stories we still tell decades later. Reunions like this remind us that no matter how much time has passed, there's something special about the people who know us back then. Before the job titles, before the responsibilities, before passwords with 14 characters, a capital letter, a symbol, and apparently a blood sample. Before streaming subscriptions, group texts, and needing a reading light to see restaurant menus. Back then, all we had were big dreams, a lot of unknowns, and enough confidence to think 25 years sounded impossibly old. So tonight isn't just about looking back, it's about reconnecting, sharing stories, laughing about the things we've survived, and appreciating how far we've come. It's also about proving that despite what our backs, knees, and reading glasses may suggest, we've still got a little Viking spirit left in us. Here's to the memories that started here in the Berg, the journeys that followed, and the friendships that brought us back together after 25 years. I'd like to end in loving memory of my mom, Vicki Wildermuth, who was class of 76. Enjoy your evening and go Vikings. Thank you.
I have the honor of telling you about the honor grads. The honor grad is a person who accelerated in the high school, making accomplishments there that left his imprint on the high school. But not only then, they entered into college or careers, whatever they did, they also left footsteps on the communities and the lives that they touched. Any graduate can be nominated to be an honor grad. And if you have someone in mind, all you have to do is write a letter to the Alumni Association, contact somebody on the committee, and submit that letter, and it will be evaluated and voted upon by the committee. This year we have 2 honor grads, and we're very proud to have both of them here tonight. I'm going to read the letter of the first person. The letter we received said, "Dear Board and officers of the MHS Alumni Association, the person that I am nominating for the 2026 Honor Graduate Award is well deserving of this award. He has represented Miamisburg High School well in not only our community, but in many states and foreign countries. He was raised in Miamisburg and started his education in Mrs. Maddox Kindergarten. His following 12 years were in Miamisburg school system, and he graduated in 1959. Following graduation, he attended Otterbein College and received his BS degree in education. He taught 1 year elementary physical education at Kinder School. He then decided to join his family business and obtained his funeral director's license. During high school, he played football, basketball, and golf, earning 10 varsity M letters. He also participated in junior council on world affairs, Latin club, varsity M, public speaking forum, and was on the blue and white staff. In the community, he was a member of Rotary Club, the Miamisburg Recreation Board, and served 2 years as commissioner of Bell Civic League. If this isn't enough, he decided to become a basketball and football official and became a registered official with the Ohio High School Athletic Association. After 5 years in officiating high school sports and 3 years in the Mid-American Conference, he became the youngest official at age 27 to join the Big Ten staff. He worked with Wright State University and WHIO Television in producing a high school rules segment each week during football season with our own Rex Garducky as moderator. He worked with Ohio High School Athletic Association on implementing three-person basketball officiating in the state and was nominated twice by Congressman Bud Lukens to run officiating clinics for the Department of Defense. He is a member of the Ohio Association of Football Officials, Ohio Association of Basketball Officials, past president there, Miami Valley Association Officials Association, he was president of that, Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, James Naismith Officials Club, International Amateur Basketball Federation, and the Amateur Basketball Association of the USA. Here are a few of his basketball and football officials highlights. He did the NCAA Final Four for both Divisions 1 and 2, International Special Olympics, USA Olympic Festival, nominated as USA basketball official for the 1980 Olympics in Moscow, Russia, Pan American Games in Puerto Rico, nominated by Adolph Rupp to officiate the NABC East-West All-Star Game, selected to work in the NIT tournament at Madison Square Garden. The above were some of his basketball highlights, and now for some football highlights. Numerous postseason bowl assignments, including Army versus Navy in the 1994 National Championship in the Orange Bowl. He currently resides in Pinehurst, North Carolina, where he serves as a starter at the famous Pinehurst Golf Country Club. By now, many of you know who I am speaking of, Roger Paramore. I thank you for all his accomplishments and his record of this work. Respectfully submitted, Roger, please come forward. Roger, it's my pleasure to present you with this plaque. There.
Thank you very much, Sherry, for your nomination for this prestige award and your introduction this evening. Been my pleasure to be a part of Miamisburg community for a long time and to serve in officiating throughout the years. I learned a long time ago that the first whistle in any sporting contest, you'd be able to assess the work of the crowd that is in attendance that night. And I'll be gladly to say, you all passed tonight. Thanks once again. I appreciate this honor.
Okay, I have the honor of reading the second honor grad submission. It was submitted by our friend, Karen Schnapp. So, Dr. Brad Vossler is our second honor grad, sitting over there, cute against the wall. So, Dr. Brad Vossler is a proud graduate of Miamisburg High School, class of 1985. He continued his education at The Ohio State University, where he completed his undergraduate studies and was later admitted to The Ohio State University College of Dentistry. Dr. Vossler earned his Doctor of Dental Surgery degree and acquired his dental practice in 1993. While in dental school, he met his wife, Paula Vossler, Dr. Paula Vossler, and together they established a husband and wife dental practice in 1996. Dr. Vossler and his wife have two daughters, Megan and Ashley, who are currently pursuing careers in healthcare, Megan is in dental school, and Ashley is in medical school. Outside of his professional life, Dr. Vossler enjoys cooking and spending quality time with his family. Dr. Vossler has demonstrated a lifelong commitment to the dental profession. He is an active member of the American Dental Association, the Ohio Dental Association, and the Dayton Dental Society. His service to the Dayton Dental Society includes more than 2 decades on the executive board, where he served as treasurer from 2001 to 2021, as well as president from 2012 to 2013. He also served for several years as both a delegate and alternate delegate to the Ohio Dental Association. In recognition of his dedication and service, Dr. Vossler was awarded life membership in the American Dental Association in March of 2024. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Dr. Vossler has made lasting contributions to the Miamisburg community. For nearly 30 years, he has volunteered his time performing dental exams through the Miamisburg Rotary Club's 2nd grade dental screening program. Dr. Vossler has also shared his knowledge through numerous dental presentations to elementary students at Bishop Leibold School. He also has generously supported and donated to the Miamisburg Alumni Association. Annually, his practice provides a gift basket to be raffled at the annual dinner dance, and you will see it over there. So we'd like to give this award to Dr. Brad Vossler. Just a quick side note, when you took the practice over, I've been a lifelong patient. My chart used to say sis, because that's what my mom called me. When they went to electronic charting, I had to go by my real name.
Thank you so much. This is an honor to get this. I was so excited when they came to me and said, get this. My wife and I, sorry, I should have leaned in. Sorry, I don't have a whistle blow, sorry. My wife and I have been in practice, like she said, for 30 years together. So, and now my children are gonna help serve the community as well. My youngest daughter is gonna be an ER doctor, and my oldest just graduated dental school, so she finished up. So thank you again for this. This is an honor. Thanks so much.
Lee's gonna make his way up here to talk about the golf outing. Also, one other thing, Dr. Vosslers, you guys have the best dental, or the best artwork in your office. If you guys aren't patients, you should go. They got the best artwork. Disney artwork, isn't it great?
This is what I feel about doctors in our dentistry: drill, fill, and bill. Our superintendent of schools, Stacy Manny, is not here tonight. She has the flu bug. I guess it's going around. For those of you that haven't had it, good luck. It affects you in a disturbing way. Now, I'm here to talk about the golf outing. You have to remember that your Alumni Association is a 501c3 organization, which means that we have to give money away. And that is through the golf outing. And last year we gave the school district $15,000. On your table, you will have registration form, or you have a sponsor form. If you don't golf, but you know people that do, take the one that is for teams. We only had 82 players last year. We can have a lot more than that. So find teams that want to play. It's only $100 a piece or $400 plus. The gifts that you can win is wonderful. Plus you go to TJ Chumps for a nice lunch. If you want to help sponsor, take this one home. Or if you know a business that might want to sponsor this organization at this event, please take this one. If you need more, I think you know how to reach me. This is what your organization does. It gives back to the school system. It's a great system. We just help out where there isn't funds available to help the teachers or to help the students. Every school building will get so much money. And each principal, including Mr. Black, and the superintendent sit down and decide how this money is going to be distributed. So this is what this organization does. Please support us. And I thank you. And at 9 o'clock, or very close, we are going to be doing drawings for the baskets. So do not leave, even though we're going to have to tear things down at the same time. But we're going to be drawing for those baskets over there. And they're full of stuff. So if you didn't buy a ticket, go get one now, or I'll harass you. Thank you.
I know, it did it. I didn't mean to do that. All right, you guys, we are coming to the end. I know everybody's getting ready. Please take a look at the list on the table. That is the list of the folks that have left us in the last year from our last meeting. I have a couple late additions. Patricia Molnar Schultz, class of 1968, did not make my list. And Doug Butcher, class of 1957. So just take a look at the list, recognize the alumni that we have lost. And we do ring the bell once. This came from the old high school on Linden Avenue. So we'll take a moment. Oh, look, it didn't do that right.
Oh, there we go.
And can I just say, if you guys can help let me know who we have lost, it helps me keep track of this list. A lot of people are interested in this list. So if you could please help, I would greatly appreciate it. Now we'll move to our closing remarks.
Right here is your
One of the Sherrys is up.
dinner. You know
I just want to comment that that bell means a lot to me because that was in the high school that I went to, and many others here will remember it. And a girlfriend of mine who graduated with me rescued that bell when the high school was being torn down. And she had it for many years. And then she knew that I was involved with the alumni, and she came to me and said, "Do you think you'd like it?" And I said, "We sure would." So every time I hear it ring, I remember the old MHS, and I remember my friend who gave it to us. I would be amiss in closing not to personally thank all of you again for coming, and to thank my officers and board. You know, they always say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a board and officers to make this alumni happen. It looks easy, I know, when you just come and you see it like this, but it's not. There's a lot of planning that goes on to this and makes it comfortable for everyone. I also want to mention the Mittman family. Most of them aren't here tonight because they're ill, but trust me, they're here every year. They provide their home open to us for all of our meetings. They provide refreshments for us, and they work diligently on these baskets. They even purchase many items themselves. They go and get things from vendors, and then our committee helps a little bit, but they do most of the work and they put them together. And I just think I'd like to give them a round of applause for all they do. Beforehand, but I can tell you I wouldn't have taken this office if she wasn't sitting right there. She does so much for this organization. She works countless hours to make sure that it goes well for everyone. And Angie, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And you know, this alumni means a lot to a lot of us, and we want to keep it going. So please really consider on coming back next year. I now have the pleasure of introducing the incoming president, Sherry. I would present you with this gavel so that you can rule the roost next year. Over to Sherry now.
Sherry.
Good evening, everyone. I'm truly honored and humbled to accept the position of the president of the Miamisburg High School Alumni Association. As a member of the class of '74, this organization holds a very special place in my heart. The friendships, the memories, the connections that began during our school years have remained some of the most meaningful parts of my life. Standing before you tonight, I'm reminded that while our graduation years may all be different, we all share a common bond. We are all Miamisburg graduates. What makes this Alumni Association so remarkable is not only its distinction as the oldest actively running high school alumni in the United States. I can't stress that enough. That is awesome. But the people who have sustained it for generations. We are connected by the experiences we share in the classrooms, in the hallways, in the athletic fields, the band rooms, the stages, the clubs, activities that help shape who we became. For many of us, our journey began as young children and continued through 12 years of growth and learning together. Others joined along the way. They became lifelong classmates and friends. We knew students older than us, and we knew students younger than us. We cheered for one another, we learned from one another, and we created memories that have lasted a lifetime. Our parents, our grandparents, the teachers, coaches, the community members, they all played an important role in supporting our education and encouraging our success. Because of that foundation, Miamisburg graduates have gone on to become leaders, skilled tradespeople, business owners, educators, healthcare professionals, military members, parents, and community volunteers. Each of us has taken a different path, but our journey began here. Over the years, people move away. Some leave for college, some pursue careers elsewhere, and others build lives in different states and communities. Yet there's something special that draws us back home. We come back to reconnect, to celebrate, to remember, and to see old friends. We come back because Miamisburg is a part of who we are. That spirit of connection is what the Alumni Association represents. It's more than an organization. It's a living link between the generations of graduates. It preserves our history while helping us create new memories and new friendships. In addition to preserving our history and celebrating graduates, our Alumni Association is committed to giving back to the school that gave us so much. Throughout the year, we host fundraisers, community events, alumni gatherings, and activities that support our school and our community. Through the generosity of our members and supporters, we are able to make donations that benefit our schools and help continue the traditions that make Miamisburg so special. It is our way of investing in the future by honoring the past. I encourage everyone to stay connected, become involved, help us continue this important mission. Please visit and follow the Miamisburg High School Alumni Facebook page for updates on events, activities, and opportunities to support our efforts. Your participation, donations, continued support help ensure that we can preserve our proud traditions while helping our schools for the future generations. As I accept this role, I do with gratitude with the leaders who came before me and with excitement for the future. My hope is that we continue to honor our traditions while encouraging younger generations to become involved, appreciate the legacy that they have inherited, and help carry it forward. Being part of the oldest actively running high school alumni association in the United States is something we should all be proud of. It is a distinction and an earned honor through the dedication, the loyalty, and the love of generations of Miamisburg graduates. Together, let us continue to celebrate our past, strengthen our present, and inspire our future. Thank you for your confidence. It will be a privilege to serve as your president this next year, and I look forward to working alongside all of you and ensure that this organization can continue to thrive for generations to come. God bless you, and go Vikings. Okay, this is where we're gonna move forward to the dance. Now we do have a couple things. I do want to say special thanks to Bill Phillips for the table decorations and the florals. The ticket cost and the Farmers and Merchants Bank for the program cost. Now, if everybody will check on their table a placemat that has a sticker under it. If you've got a sticker, you're the winner of the floral on the table. That's your power, but you can't take the bucket. So the buckets stay, but please stick the bucket.
It feels like it's set up. It's funny. I choose the seat only for that.
The blue buckets do stay, and we hope to do this quick also game over here to get the music started. Before we do, we would like to close with everybody standing and singing the alma mater together.
And before you start, Sherry, I wanted to just give a tip of the hat, if you will. I don't know if it was but somebody has a frame of mind at one of the games or practices or something to actually record the fight song and the alma mater and posted it on Facebook. So whoever it was, thank you, because I'll tell you, a couple of years ago, Belmont High contacted me over at the radio station. They did not even have a copy of their alma mater. And finally somebody found it on an old 45, and I ran it through the system to digitize it. It's something that becomes integral to everybody's high school careers. And whoever it was that had the frame of mind to record both the fight song and the alma mater, thank you, okay? Now, at least, if somebody needs it in the future, I can turn it to a CD and give it to you, so a future generation will still have it to be able to play here. Okay. Now, Sherry, there may be an intro on this, but I'll just have to see. So, are you ready? Yeah. All right.
Thank you. Don't take the pot. We'll pack you in the parking lot. We got a pot
What's wrong about your program?
Here we go. Come and sing our high school praise. In her honor, voices raise. For the friends we learn to know, who make our hearts and faces glow. Many days already gone, we'll remember with our song. We owe you much, our hearts confess. Our beloved MHS. It worked!
Alumni next year is 19. It's always the third
Thanks again for coming.
Well, we're dancing and we got the music, and look, we got a train coming, led by Vicky Joe. Look at him go. There we go. Look, everybody's at it. Have some fun. Let's go. Vicky Joe's picked up a nice big long train. Look, they're going. They are going. You got a big train. Keep going, girl. That is a massive train.
Led by the incomparable Vicky Joe Boyer there. On the love train. And now,
oh yeah.
take care of the BTO.
And we've got a lot of action, a lot of people. Spent a lot of time taking pictures instead of video, and then having fun with some dancing and stuff as well. There we go. Oh, there we go. Thanks everyone for watching. I've got more videos coming soon, so stay tuned for what's next. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, and don't forget to like, comment, and hype this video to help others find it. Every bit of support helps the channel grow and keeps these stories coming. I post videos from events, music, and things to do all around Miamisburg and beyond, so come back anytime to see what's new. I'm Miamisburg J, sharing real people, real places, and real stories. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.